Sometimes I feel like I'm going through it, like my world is crashing down. Yeah. Sometimes I talk to myself in the mirror about the tears come rushing down.
Peace, and welcome to another episode of Casual Conversations. I'm your host. Each and every week I go by the name of DJ Slim, and before we get started, I got to introduce my co-host today. The beautiful Trinity is in the building.
How you doing?
How you doing, beautiful? What's the deal?
I am happy today.
Yeah, we made a little switcheroo, man. Like I said, man, sometimes she's behind the camera, sometimes she's in front of the camera, man. She's that talented, you know what I'm saying? We are here at the West Side Art Center. And we do this every week called Casual Conversations, where we actually bring you someone from the community who has been doing their thing and has been active in such a positive role that we must shed light on them and give them their flowers, while they still here. So the accolades very long, so I'm going to read them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to start it just like this right here. You know what I'm saying? As I scroll down the accolades, you feel me?
Let them be long.
You know, as I keep scrolling. No, we're glad you tuned into it. So look, she is the Annihilator. She frees minds, pockets, and people. A woman who has turned pain into purpose and obstacles into opportunities. She has successfully fought to have her husband released from an 11 to 45 year sentenced to just 3.5 years in 2005. She has also helped her son receive probation on 14 felony charges in 2016. She has secured over $600,000 in settlements for her clients. She has done 17 years of service with Bank of America and walked away to build her own thing called Jab's Place, a nonprofit that empowers women who are newly released from prison to rebuild their lives with dignity, direction, and financial freedom. Her mission is simple: to show that no matter how hard life hits, you can always fight back smarter, stronger, and free. You know what I'm saying? I welcome to the show, Nye. How you doing?
Thank you.
Man, beautifully written, and I'm so interested in this story because that's a lot of dedication, work, and commitment. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being here today. And who is Nye?
Nye is who you just read. I'm for the people.
Okay.
And if you need your mind freed, I'm going to work on mindset.
Okay.
You need your pockets freed up, I'm going to show you how to get money.
Okay.
Even if you're locked up, and I'm not speaking physically, you could be locked up in your mind.
Right.
Still going back to mindset, but I'm going to show you how to free yourself.
Okay.
So freedom is what I do.
And so being able to teach people how to do these things and show them the direction to go in order to get to a better place, how did you learn how to do these things? You know what I mean? Like, because to be able to teach it, you gotta be doing it yourself.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things that brought you to these realizations to where how it works for you that you can express it to others?
Real life experiences.
Okay.
Because you can go to school and you can learn textbook things, and you can also go to the school of life and learn by experience.
Absolutely.
Learn lessons, learn different people's lifestyles and different things like that. So it started off by my husband. So, of course, he was locked up, got sentenced to 11 to 45 years. I'm pregnant with our second baby. And it's like, I'm trying to bring him home. Simple. I'm not trying to be a freedom doctor.
Right. Yeah, simple goal,
I'm just
right?
trying to bring him home.
Okay.
And myself, along with the gentleman locked up with him, worked on paperwork, and we filed a writ of habeas corpus, and we were able to basically overturn his sentence.
Wow.
And that is what led me to understanding, number one, how flawed the system is. And number two, how someone has to stand up and be an advocate for the people that don't have voices, don't have hope, and don't have money.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a lot of things, you're not going to get too much. So
yeah,
that's kind of where I come from.
Wow. So what were some of the obstacles while filing this that you came to overcome? Because I know it's not easy. It's not just a one thing. You know, you didn't just sign the paper and turn it in and they was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? They probably put you through hell and, like, you know what I'm saying? You had to keep going through it. So what are some of those obstacles?
It's definitely a process, and I tell people in life, you really have to trust the process. That's on everything.
Yeah.
If you want microwave success, it's only going to last for so long.
Absolutely.
Or if you want a microwave solution. So, of course, we had to go against our attorney. That was the first obstacle.
Oh, that's deep.
A black man.
That's supposed to be like, what?
Right.
Out here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
right.
Okay.
Got it.
So, we have to go against our attorney, who was supposed to defend him and his constitutional rights. So, besides that, the money. That was the first obstacle. We already paid one attorney to go to trial. So now you got to pay again to be able to file an appeal. So people don't know that if you get a public defender on your first go around, that's what the Constitution affords you, the right to counsel. But only that first time. So if you get found guilty and you want to appeal something,
Now you got to.
you got to come up with your money. So the first obstacle was the money.
Wow.
The next obstacle was finding an attorney that wanted to look at the paperwork and say that your defense attorney did wrong. Because, you know, they're part of the get-along gang.
Yeah.
So that was the second obstacle. And then being able to convince the judge that our attorney was ineffective. And also convince the prosecutor that it didn't make sense to take it to another trial. So those were the obstacles.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's like, immediately I was just thinking, like, man, the love of a woman. Like, you know, to just go, oh, this is not happening to my family at all, you know? And it's like, okay, now we got to fight, you know? And a lot of people be like, oh, okay, this sounds hard, I'm out. Like, or they would just continue to be there, but like, just, you'll be in jail. Like, I'm not going to help you get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do anything. Oh, well, you know, and then it's like, I'll put some money on your books. Like,
Look,
you said no.
I tell people it's two things you need to know within the criminal justice system. You can have money all day long, and your attorney will sell you under the ship and send you to prison because a favor is due, right? So you got to have money, and you got to have the knowledge of the law. Because you have to be able to walk your paid attorney through how you going to get free. You're not going to leave your life in their hands, because if you do, now you subject to whatever.
Yeah.
So you have to have the knowledge of the law. You need to know how to comprehend the law. You need to know how to put other case laws to your case. It's a lot that you need to know, but it's not hard. And that's where people think that, because I don't have a college degree. I'm a paralegal, so I went to school to become a paralegal, but this was in 2011. I freed my husband in 2005.
Wow.
So it's not necessarily all about just knowing schooling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so fast forwarding now, your son is now in legal trouble, and now you're like, okay, did you feel more prepared maybe for
No.
what you were like gonna go through to get him out? No.
Because it was a different type of love. That was my husband I was trying to bring home.
Yeah.
This was my firstborn son.
Right.
So I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. My husband, he's been in the streets. He's been used to the criminal justice system.
Right.
He knows how to navigate through it. I wasn't worried about him like that. My son, though,
Yeah.
he wasn't from the streets.
Right. And that's your baby.
And that's my baby. Even though he was 18 and a half years old and I couldn't call and get information because he's an adult, he was my baby.
Yeah.
So I fought differently. You know, I fought differently. So I felt like, okay, I released your daddy. But I kind of also felt like that was a little bit of a fluke. You know, if you do something one time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like you did it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It might have just been a blessing from God, you know?
Right.
But if you do something twice, oh shit, you know you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a fact.
it wasn't like I was just all confident, but I knew that my baby wasn't going to prison, not for 3 life sentences that they were trying to get him.
Wow.
So it was more of a mama's bear
Yeah.
instinct / Johnny Cochran.
Yeah. So a lot of times on this show we speak of intention, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes people do things for their own reasons. We won't say right or wrong, right? But apparently when you love something and you care about something, you put the time and effort into whatever that is, there's a different result than the person who just does it for the, like you said, the microwave, you know what I'm saying, gratification.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I would like for you to speak on that, right? Because like you said, even with you getting your husband out of that legal trouble, like there was something different that you felt when you had to do that for your son. And just that word, period, intention. Like what does that mean to you, you know?
Intention is following through with what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of reasons why a lot of things fail in life, not just within the criminal justice system,
right?
But people not walking their actual talk.
Right.
So I've always proved myself, a bad flaw of mine, but also probably a curse. I mean, a gift for me as well.
Right.
Because it made me know that I know that I'm who I am.
Yeah.
So intention is very important, because if you don't know the destination you're going to or what you're trying to achieve,
right,
it's like you're going in circles. So there's no, I don't want to say it's a playbook, but I have a blueprint now.
Okay, there you
because
go.
I've been able to go through life in different levels, corporate level, street level, school level,
right,
and it's kind of made me who I am.
Absolutely. So 17 years in the banking industry.
Yes.
I'm kind of familiar, not because I worked it, but that was the profession that my mother was in before she got sick, right? And I saw because this is a long time ago, so I'm dating myself, but she was with, what was it? I think it was called First Interstate Bank. They used to call it. Yeah, it's a little, but she was there. And so I know in banking, they're pretty very strict about how you dress and how you carry yourself. And you know what I'm saying? You definitely have to be able to speak to the people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you're not even dealing with our own people, right? You know what I'm saying? So how was that? And then if you could clarify on that, and then as you get to the end of that, let us know what made you be like, okay, this is it. Because 17 years is a long time. Like, you know what I mean? You could have just been like, well, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna retire from this.
Right. So Bank of America was very good to me. Okay, they taught me a lot. They trained me on how to speak to people, world-class customer service, how to resolve issues, how to do it efficiently. Because if you're going to do something, we don't need you taking your time. Right. And I always tell people, I need somebody that knows something and can do something. If you know something and can't do something, I don't need you. So I need that two-part. So I'm going to be that two-part. So Bank of America taught me about integrity, doing the right things when nobody's looking. Because my parents had accounts there. I knew people that had accounts. I could easily do. A lot of stars had accounts there, famous people. It's nothing to do something and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you move with integrity, when you do different things and you have different core values, it forces you to move different. So I'm not saying Bank of America instilled those type of principles, because my foundation.
You had those already, right?
Right. But they definitely built from the foundation I already had, that you got to do the right thing. You got to treat people the way, not necessarily the way they treat you, because sometimes people do things that are people things, right? So treat them the way you want to be treated. Be able to listen and communicate efficiently, because like you said, we're not always dealing with our people, and sometimes our people were the worst people to deal with. I'm like, man, we on a recorded line, right? And you on the line talk about this. So just being able to move and groove personalities, the way people speak. Country people are a little slower. So being able to slow myself down. I'm a fast talker. I'm from the East Coast. So we walk fast, we talk fast, we do things fast. But being able to just get myself in different situations to be able to understand how I could best serve you. Because if I'm not serving you, I'm wasting their time, my time. So Bank of America taught me a lot of good things about just service in general. And one thing about Black businesses, unfortunately, our customer service is, not the best. Right? So being able to talk to people, even if you don't agree with them, but knowing that your check is coming because of them.
Right.
And understanding that the only reason why things go around is because your customers make things go around, or your clients or your patients or whoever.
Right.
So understanding that is very important. But they put me in a little bit of a pickle. So they put me in a situation where it was like, stop doing my business on the side, which was credit. And because they called it a conflict of interest, or stay with the bank. And after 17, well, first of all, nobody gives the Annihilator, Nyana Clark, any type of ultimatum.
Here we go.
We're going to go back to when I was a kid. My mama and daddy couldn't give me ultimatum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could, but you was just wasting your time, right? So nobody can give me, that's another fault of mine though. Nobody can give me an ultimatum because I'm going to show you how you have no power over me. So I quit my job on, yes, because I wanted to do my own business, but I quit my job to be transparent emotionally. Because they told me I couldn't do something that was getting me money.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, I really don't see that as a bad trait. And I say that because you have another characteristic that you spoke on, that we spoke on, which is intention, and you saying you always wanting to do what you say. So that's what makes that not a bad trait.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you the type of person to just be like, I'm gonna show you, and then while you trying to show them, I don't know if I want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
That would definitely be a bad trait. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about jabs. Let's talk about jabs.
Jab's Place, that's my nonprofit for the ladies that, are getting out of prison. It's named after my auntie JoJo.
Okay.
She's like was an amazing person. The least judgmental person you could ever have in your life, okay? I had a criminal husband. She ain't caring nothing about that. She loved him because of who he was. Just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not what he did, right? So when you deal with people with good intention, right, and also authenticity,
right,
you can decipher the real from the real. And my auntie JoJo was just one of those people that was just a server, because it runs in our bloods, a soldier, because it runs in our blood.
Okay.
But she was just one of my number one fans. And she used to always tell me, when you open up your halfway house, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to work for you. And that just meant the world to me.
Right.
So she passed away 2017. Took me a minute because I didn't quit my job till 2021. So 4 years later, I was able to establish my nonprofit.
Okay.
So that means the world to me.
Yeah.
Because going back to saying and doing and following through, right?
Yeah.
I've been talking about this nonprofit since 2015. So 2023 is when it actually came to fruition.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah,
That's really dope.
it's my baby.
So that was something you manifested for a little while, just something that just kind of sat in. And then when you finally had the opportunity, based on your experiences, right? And some good, some bad, you were able to actually make a move on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what brought that idea to you in the first place at Halfway House?
Because I see how cold the system is. So dealing with my husband, dealing with my son, and of course I got people, my nephews. I have, family, friends that have been involved in the criminal justice system. And I tell people it's easy to get in, but it's a mother trucker to get out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what led to the purpose, housing. Everybody needs clean, safe, and affordable housing.
Right.
Just because of your background, it shouldn't prevent you from being able to apply and get housing if you can afford it, right? Income. Everybody needs a job or to be able to create a business, create income for other people. But if I have a background, I've been in prison, it makes it not impossible, because nothing is impossible, right? But it makes it more difficult to achieve. So it's like when they let you out of prison, it's a noose around your neck. They don't want you to really succeed because they're getting paid more for you being locked up.
Right.
But they're giving you a chance, right? But that chance is not really a chance because you have so many barriers. And only the strong survive. And only the people that really want to be alive and free survive. Not everybody wants that.
Yeah.
I think
So-
I was building with a brother here. Now, if I say this word correctly, y'all don't laugh at me in YouTube world.
Recidivism.
Recidivism. See, you knew what I was going to say right off the bat.
So
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. What I'm like,
Yeah,
I've
explain
never
to them.
heard of.
You definitely can explain it better
Yeah,
than
I want to know.
So basically, 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3, maybe now, of every person that's released is gonna reoffend and go back. So you're either gonna reoffend because you violated your probation and just did something against your probation, or you're gonna reoffend because you violated your probation and you picked up a new charge.
Right.
So now you got to go back and do what the time was they gave you probation for. Plus, if you have a new charge, now you got to get your more time.
Yeah, right.
So it's a game.
That goes to show. That goes to like what she was saying about the restrictions that they put on you when you get out, because they pretty much know statistically like you're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're betting
Gonna
on
go
it.
back.
Yeah, they pretty much betting on it. It's like Vegas. They betting on it. You know?
Oh yeah.
I put you in this little thing right here, and I'm gonna watch you try to skirm and get your way out based on the obstacles I've already given you.
Right. And don't have a terrible parole officer when you come home.
Yeah.
That makes it difficult for you. Like, you need support. That's the biggest thing when you get out of prison. I have a lady that just got out of prison. I got to give a shout out to her. She did 4 years, and she's doing phenomenal. Okay?
Right.
Phenomenal. Has a job, has her own place, and has me as a mentor. So, you know.
Yes, now.
Right.
She winning.
She winning. Yeah. She
Winning.
Right.
But that's a big thing about support. You know, if you don't have support, when she got out of prison and we met her at PNP when they dropped her off, she had a fan club there with her. You know, her other ladies had nobody. And they were like, damn, we don't have no flowers. We don't got no Pepsi. We don't got no people, no chicken wings, nothing.
Right.
Nobody came for us. But I had to tell them, if nobody came for you, that meant nobody was supposed to come for you. Because the people that would have came for you was your old people. You on new stuff right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't deal with the old trying to become the new.
Yeah.
So it's good they didn't come. But support, encouragement, empowerment, just all of that is needed when you get out of prison. If you went to prison, there was a lack somewhere.
Right.
There was some type of disconnect somewhere. So we are kind of the gateway between prison and freedom, but freedom forever.
Yes.
Let's speak about some of the positive, if not positive, just very strong and influential women that you grew up seeing, family and influential wise, as far as entertainment, movies, television, somebody. Who are some of those women?
So I came from a very dominated woman family. Okay, so my mother is my number one supporter. I have godmothers, my mommy Pat and my godmommy. If it weren't for certain people in my life, I wouldn't even probably be in this position. You know what I'm saying? I was a badass coming up. So having good support saved me. And those were the women in my family. So my mother, my godmothers, and then I would say Maya Angelou. I was always a reader back in the day. I told you, I'm very, I'll say detail-orientated, nosy, inquisitive, however. But I always wanted to know everything. I love to read. Maya Angelou was a big deal back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she was one, but I'm not really going to say there were too many influential people because I was a hard-headed individual back then. So I wouldn't have known influence.
But like
I know now.
How you know?
But you know what it sounds like, and this is, you know, one of my cousins is a psychiatrist and was talking about how, you know, most of the time people have somebody to lean on, somebody to think about, you know, when they're going through rough times, when they're trying to make it through, you know, even if it's, you know, religion, but usually there's a person, you know, a physical person, but sometimes it's just yourself, you know, and you're the only one that you know, lean on, and you're the person that you think about when you say, okay, we got to get through this, girl. Like, you know, and it sounds like you're one of those people where it's like, I was the person that, you know, had to lean on myself to get through, you know, and then you can think for yourself. You can say, this is the direction I want to go in, you know, regardless of what somebody else tells me. So then your life is your oyster then, you know, you can just have what you want.
You know, they
decide
say,
upon it.
You know how they say, if you talk to yourself, you crazy, right? Or
crazy.
Sometimes, right? Okay, right. And then sometimes they say, nah, you're not crazy if you talk to yourself, but if you answer yourself, you crazy. And I'm like, nah, I don't believe that neither no more, because who know me better than me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to answer for me. Like, if I got a question, like, you know what I'm saying? So nah, I don't really agree with that, world. You know what I'm saying? Answer yourself.
You got to. First of all, you got to trust yourself.
Yeah, that's a part of trusting yourself.
You got
Answer yourself.
to trust yourself.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
self is so important, and I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people, especially women, because we are the catalyst of this world, we have been taught to put self on the back burner,
Yes.
and self is so important. Self accountability, self preservation, self worth, esteem, all that. So we have to understand mirror talk and being able to sit with self. So if you're going to sit with self, well, I'm going to talk with self. And self is also going to answer, because I'm the creator of the reality, right?
Absolutely.
So I call me crazy, but then I think people that are quote unquote crazy are the ones that are the phenomenal people.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're the ones that think differently.
Yeah.
They're the ones that don't go with the norm. They don't go with what everybody says.
Yeah.
They have their own beat.
Yeah.
So I love crazy people.
That's a fact.
Favorite people in the world.
Yeah. Trey, when we go, if you don't mind, ask her our question that we always ask each guest every time they're on casual conversation.
Question. All right. So your younger self, usually we give it like an age, well, let's say like 5 to like maybe, I don't know, 14, 10 or 14, something. Maybe not 14 is too old. 5 to 10, you. How would she feel about you now?
Yeah, would she be proud?
Right. How would she
be?
Yeah.
Would she be
proud?
Excited? Okay, yeah, right off the bat.
She would be proud, because she knows what she's going through. So she knows all the obstacles, all the times that I could have just threw the towel in.
Yeah.
And she knew that I was going to be this anyway.
Right.
She just was waiting for me to know.
Oh, I love that.
So
if you could, so to add on to that question, if as yourself now, if you could say something to that individual back then, what would you say to her?
Thank you for being so determined to be different. Thank you.
There you go.
Because she set me up for the best success ever.
Oh, I love it.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. Yeah. So,
hey,
yeah,
that's how it goes here.
Yeah, man. We really. That's why we call it casual conversation, because we know there's information that you need to get out. There's things you might want to promote, right? But we don't want to do it in so much of an interview style to where it's just like cut and paste.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go to another interview and they're gonna ask you the same thing. They're gonna, you know what I mean? But we want to know who you are. So what you listening to, man? What music you listening to?
Well, I'm gonna just keep it real. I listen to my own artists.
Okay, there you go.
Nice.
See, there you go. Now look, opportunity to promote.
You know what I'm saying?
I do AI music, so I have AI artists.
Okay.
I have a couple songs. Talk Nice, Honey. I have a gospel song. Lord, Can I Get Rich Already?
Oh, that's right.
Wait a Holy Minute. I have a whole gospel album under Wait a Holy Minute. So that's what I'm listening to right now.
There you go.
Nice.
Now, and I'm gonna keep out. So we gotta dive into this really quick, because I want to know, how are you approaching this AI thing? There's a lot of controversy about what it's doing, what it's not doing. Is it art? Is it not? Like, and what's your take on that? Like,
what my take is on it is that whatever you create, you control.
okay.
And if you don't create it, you don't control it. So there's a lot of artists that don't control their music, okay? They don't control nothing about them because they didn't create it. So the fact that you can take pain and put it to pen and put it to power, and it's going to be purposeful for someone,
right,
is art. It's creativity. I have to think about the song that I want to be able to create it, right? I have to get the lyrics together. Then I have to input it into a software to get the beats, right? Then I have to arrange everything and put a title to it. So there's all those different components that someone is able to do themselves and empower themselves.
I think that's okay. So I like that answer, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it once again, we're dealing with intention, right? So you're saying that regardless to how I put this together, right? This is a song that can inspire somebody, meant for somebody to hear in hard times or good times and help them through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with that all day, whether it's AI or not. If your end goal is for somebody to hear it, some child to hear it, somebody who needs it, you know what I'm saying? Then I who am I to be like, that ain't art? Why you didn't write that whole thing? Like you didn't tap on the drum machine? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because as artists, we tend to get kind of bougie about the process sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that answer, I've never heard that answer. Right? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody that I've seen that was doing the AI thing, it's always just been, well, you know, I'm about to make some money out of it. I'm about to do it. But that what you said right there cuts right down the middle. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud you for that. That's really dope.
Yeah,
that's really dope.
It's definitely a good word on a positive side of
on the
AI. You know, because like you said, it's still something created by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to look towards, okay, well, I need this person to play the drums, and I need that person to play the guitar, and I need somebody to fix it all when we record it. And
but not even just the music aspect. It's things that people need to say that they cannot say.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
people may not listen to them because it's them, right?
Yeah,
people buy from strangers before they buy from family.
Absolutely.
So it's the same thing. I might hear something from a visual, right? And it's going to trigger me, or it's going to tame me, or it's going to give me something that I'm going to feel. But it's because this person went through it, and it's just being delivered. They're just a messenger. So it's so many ways that it can, I mean, nobody could tell me about AI. It's the future. And it's like, if you don't get on, you gonna get left.
Yeah, and like I said, if you saying that it is the future, because it is the future, like, I'm glad that you chose the side to say something positive to reach somebody who might need it. You know what I'm saying? And not the other way around, because we got a lot of music out here that's very influential to our children. Yeah. And, you know, they kind of don't really know no better, because we at work. Mom and dad is at work.
That's how they know.
You know what I'm saying? I want to applaud you on all your accomplishments, but mainly not just because you accomplished them, but because what you did was always for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely broke some generational curses.
That's big, because even in the process of you doing for others, that was still you putting you first, because you learned from it and you got something from it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if there's you want to give somebody a shout out, somebody you want to, you know, just show some love to, your son, your husband, anybody out there, say something to him right now.
Well, first, of course, God, because God is another. He's been locked in with me because he knows my potential and he knows my gifts and my talent. Yeah. So always got to give him first accolades. But my parents, my children, my G baby, it's like I got good people in my circle. Yeah. You got to audit your circle, and my circle is amazing. If you're not empowering or encouraging, then you're doing me a detriment, and I don't do detriments. I do solutions. Yeah. And freedom. Freedom is what I'm all about. So when I say I don't want an artist to have a producer or all that stuff, that's freedom. Yeah. Right? So everything about me is being able to free yourself. So, and I want to give a shout out to me. You know, I got it.
That's why I said I had to give you know what I'm saying?
Because you're right. I do serve, and I do sometimes forget about self.
Yeah.
So self, you know, you heard.
Yes, now.
Yeah, there we go.
There
we go, man. I think that's the dope thing about self, because when you do self, you're able to do for others, and the more you do for others, it empowers self. So it's a 360-degree thing. You know what I'm saying? We definitely would like to thank you for coming on the show. And can you please tell the people where they can reach you at?
I have the Annyehilator on all platforms, and it's spelled uniquely based off my name, Nye. So TheeAnnyehilator. ANNYEHILATOR. And then also, I have a podcast as well. It's coming
Yes,
out.
now.
Called On the Line with Nye. So I have an Instagram for that, and that is to free the people from the prison system. So if they have cases open or closed, that's the goal for On the Line with Nye. So
Wow. I got somebody I definitely need to holler at you. It just what you just said and what I know is we gonna holler after. Trinity, where can they reach you at?
Okay, here we go. All right. You can reach me on Facebook at Trinity Ann Smith. You can reach me on Instagram at the.orishas.path.is.clear. Okay. It's very long.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make a shorter one.
As long as you express it the right way, they're going to get it. Dot.
Yeah.
You know
A
what
lot
I'm saying?
of dots. The Orishas path is clear.
Yeah, I'm DJ Slim. You can reach me on Instagram at DJSLIMM. You can also reach me at The Fifth Element HipHop, which is a podcast that we have, a show. Also, you can reach me at Good Music 101, spell it with a Z and a K, rest in peace, certified. And also Black Transit, which is Black__transit. And we appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in to Casual Conversations. We'll see you next week.